You're listening to Murder in Your Ear, produced by NRM Performance. This is The Witch's Murder, our Halloween special. If you enjoy it, please follow us on Facebook or Instagram at NRM Performance or on Twitter at Murder Ear. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy our spooky Halloween special, The Witch's Murder.
Mom, why did I have to wear this costume? It's so itchy.
You look cute. You said you wanted a purple costume this Halloween.
Yeah, but this is a purple witch costume. Whoever's heard of a purple witch? Everyone's been looking at me funny.
No, they haven't. You're imagining things.
Mom, I literally saw like 3 kids back there point at me. And then they laughed, and all I heard was the word witch.
They were probably talking about a different witch.
I'm the only one dressed as a witch. A purple witch. I look like an evil grape. This hat keeps slipping over my eyes. Can't we go home? We still have boxes to unpack anyway.
Honey, you always loved trick-or-treating.
Back home, but this town is weird. I don't know anyone and—
Jacob's woman!
Mag! Take your hands off me!
Never thought I'd see a Jacob's woman back in Appleton. And walking down the old ways and heading toward the town.
What does she mean, Mom?
You're a fine lady, aren't you? She has the mark! Beware the Jacob's mark. Beware the child with a face so pure, marked only with the evil one's thumb. To the old ways she will be sure to lure, all around her to him succumb. Don't you take her by that house, pretty lady, or woe betide us all. History's long shadows will draw nigh. Listen to old Mag. She knows. Yes, she knows. Yes, they'll draw nigh. Beware. Jacob's women, beware.
Mom, why did she touch my birthmark? You said people wouldn't even notice it through my bangs. She was so weird. Who is she?
Pay no attention to her. She's just... Never mind. Look, I admit it. This was a bad idea. Let's just go home. I'll let you change out of that outfit.
But she said not to go near the house. But, Mom, that's our house. Why couldn't we go near it? Is it haunted? How did she know our last name?
Sarah, stop talking. It's not haunted. Not as far as I know, anyway. But it is our heritage, in a way.
What?
There's something I haven't told you.
Mom, this town is creepy. Now you're being creepy.
Listen, I didn't have much money after your dad left. My great-aunt lived in this house and other relatives before then. We moved here to Appleton because we inherited this house, but there's more to this house and this town and our connection to it. And to be honest, I was hoping you wouldn't find out. At least not like this. Not yet.
What do you mean?
Here, I'll make some hot cocoa and then I'll tell you. It all started in Appleton, on Halloween night, as a matter of fact, way back in 1870.
Miss Gooding, we are all ready to go. Everyone has carved their jack-o'-lanterns, and we all have our cloaks.
Thank you, Victoria. Now let me look at all of you. My goodness, you do look quite a fright. And those jack-o'-lanterns are positively devilish.
I don't understand why we have to look so ugly. I think we would get more treats if we wore our Sunday best. My mother always says.
Shh, Amelia, nobody cares what your mother says.
What was that, girls?
Nothing, miss.
Miss Gooding, Amelia was complaining that we have to look scary. Ow! What was that for?
That's what happens to tattletales like you, Anna Stevenson.
Fiona Smythe, you will write 100 lines for me tomorrow.
Miss, no, I'm sorry, it won't happen.
It's lines on the chalkboard or the chanting for Goodman Reece. You could start this evening.
I'll be here early to write my lines.
Excellent choice, Fiona. Now, you all need to conduct yourselves like proper young ladies. Stop this snarking. Whatever will Goodman Reece say?
Is Goodman Reece coming here tonight?
Why, yes, indeed, Victoria, he is. And it is his request that we have our jack-o'-lanterns carved and our cloaks all ready, for we are to head through the town to the meeting place of the bonfire.
My mother won't like us doing this, Miss Goodman. She says that you and Goodman Reece are too enamored with the occult.
Does she? And what else does your mother say? You can tell me, Amelia. This is a safe place for us womenfolk. Remember that tonight is All Hallows Eve, and we must stay close to stay safe. Today, more than usual. Stay close to stay safe.
I must stay close to stay safe.
Now, girls, how can we encourage Amelia to tell us, her sisters, what her mother has been saying?
Trust your sisters, speak your truth. Trust your sisters, speak your truth.
Miss Gooding! Oh, I'm so sorry. I've interrupted your teachings, I see. Young lady, why is your nose bleeding?
Oh my lord! Amelia! It's everywhere! It's all over your dress! Miss Gooding, look!
Yes, I can see that, Anna. Thank you. Girls, go out to the pump and help Amelia clean herself up while I chat to these gentlemen here. What is it, Emily?
Miss Gooding, I'm worried about Amelia.
Oh, you're sweet, Emily, but it's just a nosebleed. Nothing to call Dr. Holmes about.
But miss, that's the 5th nosebleed Amelia has had today.
5? How odd. It's probably this crisp fall weather. A seasonal reaction. Nothing to...
But miss, the blood, it's not red. It's black.
Amelia, we can't have you wandering through town looking like this.
I don't understand. I feel fine. And then it's as though a dark cloud comes over my memory, and I get shooting pain in my eyes, and then my nose bleeds.
Amelia, you smell awful. Please stand a little distance away. Don't you all smell it? She smells like the meat that hangs in the butcher shop.
She smells like the meat the butcher threw out, all rotting and dead.
Dead meat,
dead meat, dead meat.
Girls, stop. It's just a nosebleed. I don't know why you all have to be so cruel.
Oh, stop being such a killjoy, Victoria. Ugh, I can smell it again? Amelia smells peculiar.
Amelia smells peculiar. Amelia smells
Stop!
Amelia
Stop! Leave me alone! Just leave me alone!
I can't believe you did that to her. That was so mean-spirited and ugly.
Why don't you go after her if you're so concerned, Victoria?
I would, but it's very dark out there, and...
And you're scared.
Well, It is All Hallows Eve. And you know what they say.
What is all this noise?
Where were you?
Telling tales again, Emily?
Were you whispering secrets to Gooding?
Where's Amelia?
Don't change the subject, Emily. What were you doing?
Fiona, stop pushing me. I wasn't telling secrets. Well, did you guys notice that Amelia... Well, each time her nose has bled, it's been darker. Just now, the blood... Well, it was black.
Like she was rotting, like from the insides. That's why it smelled so awful.
Well, it serves her right. I think she needs to stop talking about what her mother says. Miss Gooding doesn't like it.
Miss Gooding really doesn't like Amelia. Not at all. It makes me wonder.
Wonder what?
Miss Gooding is strange, don't you think? We don't know from whence she came and, well, look at how she has us dressing. Maybe Amelia's mother is right.
Shh! I bet she can hear us.
Nonsense. You're just scared she's going to make you do that chanting thing again. She's entertaining those two gentlemen, Mr. Cooper and his companion. Unmarried women like to entertain gentlemen.
Margaret Meadford, you swallow your tongue. It's not ladylike to imply such things.
She'll probably go back to that strange house with her strange sister and try to put a hex on Amelia and her mother.
She lives alone.
She has a black cat?
Oh, for shame, all of you!
But surely you can't mean...
Was the school teacher the witch who lived here? In this house? Was she putting spells on her students? Why? And isn't it like crazy creepy to make your students carve pumpkins? And wear cloaks? I mean, it sounds fun, but...
Maybe that's enough for tonight. There's a lot more to tell, so...
No way, Mom. Don't leave me hanging. I'll have bad dreams about girls with rotting black blood hanging from their noses and evil teachers if you leave off here.
Well, I hate to tell you, but I haven't even gotten to the scary part of this tale. Maybe this was a bad idea. Honey, I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't even be here. You know what? We can just wake up tomorrow and head back home. I'll figure something out. You can be near your old friends again. We may have to couch surf for a while, but...
Mom, this move has been awful. And yes, I do miss my friends a lot, but what you're telling me tonight, creepy as it is, this is by far the coolest thing about this place.
I don't know.
I can handle it, I promise. And if at any point I get too scared, I'll definitely tell you to stop. Promise.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
All right. So while the girls were starting to grasp at the mystery of Amelia, their teacher was encountering a danger of a different sort.
I am sorry for the intrusion again, Miss Gooding. We were on our way to visit with the doctor, and I saw the candles burning here.
Mr. Cooper, it's never any trouble. I always look forward to seeing you.
Yes, indeed. The pleasure is, in fact, all mine. Ah, yes. My mind went blank there for a moment. Quite extraordinary. Miss Gooding, this is my brother, Stephen.
A pleasure, Miss Gooding.
Stephen, how delightful. Your brother told me you'd moved to New York.
Yes, my wife. My late wife, that is. Her family has a manufacturing company up there. I had been working as their foreman until recently.
Stephen's wife died. Quite tragically. She was so young.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You're so young to be a widower. May I ask the cause?
Miss Gooding and her sister, Miss Lavinia, are very interested in the healing arts.
It's quite a family tradition.
Well, I'm afraid it would have been impossible to help my dear Louise. They think it was a blood vessel in her brain that burst. She had been so healthy. I'm sorry. It's just still such a shock to me.
Yes, it was a tragedy. Her family and Stephen didn't want an autopsy. Too intrusive, of course. So I thought it best that he come home and assist me with our family business. It's just me since Father passed on to the next realm last midwinter.
So much loss for you both. Yes, my deepest condolences.
Thank you. Miss Gooding, forgive me for my impertinence, but what was going on there? Why were those girls surrounding that poor child?
Oh, I realize it must look strange to outsiders. It's a new technique that Goodman Reece and myself have applied. It helps build solidarity, particularly in groups of young women. As for today, that's Amelia Collins. She has a lot of neuroses. Her mother fills her head with them. We found that focusing on our sisterhood of solidarity comforts the girl in her outbreaks.
Yes, Miss Gooding here has been so innovative with the girls. She employs all sorts of unique methods. She and Goodman Reece have supplied our children with many unique educational opportunities. I've even received some instructions in their methods myself from time to time. Quite extraordinary.
What is that noise?
Miss Gooding? Miss Gooding, are you all right?
What's wrong? Why won't she answer you?
Miss Gooding! Stephen, she appears to be in some sort of trance.
I have to tell my mother about this. About that stupid teacher and all those stupid girls. I'll show them. Ugh! Why won't my nose stop dripping? Why does it smell so awful? They were right. Why does this always happen to me? Miss Gooding hates me. She hates me so much. It's because of what my mother said to Goodman Reece at the town hall. Well, I think she was right. About her and her sisters. What was that? I didn't mean it. I can't see you, but I know you're there. I'll make noise. I'll scream.
Reverend and Mrs. Moorehead, I'm sorry that you've caught me at such a traumatic time.
I am more sorry than you know that I couldn't help the poor woman with her affliction, Dr. Holmes.
Jacob and I had hoped our prayers would offer her rest.
Oh, the sickness came over her so quickly. I've never seen anything like it.
There, my dear Annabella. You shouldn't worry your pretty head. It'll make your poor heart feel weaker than ever before.
I'm sorry to hear that you've been ill, Mrs. Holmes.
Oh, 'tis nothing I cannot handle. The good Lord test us, as you know. And please, Mrs. Moorehead, do call me Annabella.
I'm afraid that Annabella and I have not been quite ourselves for the whole past year.
My dear Cecil, it's been a year to the very day.
Yes, a year to the day that our sweet and only daughter passed from this world.
Dear Lord, I am so sorry. The loss of a child, I know, must be felt so keenly.
She vanished into thin air. The entire town searched high and low. 'Twas Goodman Reece that found her. 13 days later. Oh, we only knew it was her from her little cross that she wore around her neck.
Aye, she looked like she had fallen and hit her head. And then wild animals had their fill.
Wild animals, a likely story. Oh, I blame her. And her sister.
Annie.
Jacob and I heard tell of the weird sisters. 'Twas one of the reasons we were told by the Lord to come to Appleton.
Aye, to drive out those dark spirits one way or another. Do you think that poor woman tonight, was it a natural death, I mean?
Well, it looked as though it could have been some sort of blood vessel issue in the brain, with the blood from her nose and mouth.
Black blood, Cecil. Oh, God. That was what was on our dearest daughter, too. They said it was aged, but... Oh, poor Mrs. Collins tonight. Oh, it smelled the same.
It smelled like rotting.
Oh, her poor child.
She has a child?
Yes, Amelia. Oh, she'll be down at the schoolhouse, I should think, getting ready to head to the bonfire. She's not a well-liked child. Poor thing. My dear, I should head that way to tell her.
Oh, what will you say?
Thank the heavens that the poor child was not present to witness that. The writhing and the blood, that awful blood.
Oh, and the smell. Oh, I will go with you, Cecil. I am much better at talking to the young ones than you. And Amelia, oh, she was our dear Jane's closest friend.
May Millicent and I also join you? I have yet to meet the school teacher in the flesh, and I am...
Yes, we are very much intrigued.
Assuredly. We can take my carriage. It will be faster.
You know, Millicent and I, we've seen this before. These sort of deaths, I mean, in cases of...
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Reverend. Did you hear that?
No? Wait. Yes.
We must
Yes,
hurry.
I did.
Yes, we must.
Mrs. Holmes? Mrs. Holmes, are you all right?
Her nose is bleeding.
Sarah, are you alright? You're looking a bit confused.
I'm fine. That whole black blood thing is creepy. And that churchman and his wife? They sound sketchy. Is it the same person killing all these girls? And Amelia is the one that ran off, right? And it's her mom that just died. Oh! Is it the teacher and her sister? Like mind control killing them or something. And where is the sister? In that good man?
Good man? Oh, Goodman Reece. Well, as it just so happens, I was just about to tell you about them. You ready?
Now, Mr. Edgar, I have your food right here for you. Not that you'll need it. I know you're about to go mousing in those woods. Yes, you are. Oh, you're so majestic, my sweet princely cat. Cat black as night, paws silent and eyes bright. He will help you fight the fight. Oh, where was I? Oh, here you go, Mr. Edgar. Now be careful. Full moon. All Hallows Eve. Doesn't it make you feel alive? I can't wait to see what Giselle has her students dressing up as.
Lavinia!
Oh, Edmond! I didn't hear you approaching.
You were too busy talking to that cat. Oh, Lavinia, how many times have I told you not to talk to animals in public?
Sorry, Edmond.
And not to call me Edmond. It's Goodman Reece whenever there are ears to hear.
But there's not one soul around, Edmond. Not tonight. They'll all be headed to the bonfire shut up tight. They know what magic walks this night.
There are always ears everywhere, especially in a community like this. People trust me here. They cannot know our past, Lavinia. They must not. It is essential. Do you understand?
Well,
Do you understand? Now, keep that devil animal away from me.
Mr. Edgar, away with you! Black as night, paws silent, eyes bright.
And stop that. Stop it now. I came to see if you had that sachet of herbs I had asked for.
Oh, yes. It's in my bag. Just one moment. Though why you'd need sage, a man like you could certainly...
Lavinia, let's not talk anymore. Let us away to the bonfire.
I was headed there when you came upon me, and...
Shall we take our usual shortcut?
Through the woods?
What is it, Lavinia? Surely you, of all people, are not afraid of woodland sprites or fairy folk.
I am afraid of much on this evil night. The devil himself will walk. You would do well to be afraid yourself, Goodman, Reece.
Are you trying to issue me with some sort of warning, devil woman? You watch yourself. I have brought you here. I have given you your books and this little library. I can make it all go away again as easily as snapping my fingers.
You would do well to attend my words, Edmond Reece. He has the mark, but he walks tall. His pride turns dark, he's sure to fall.
What was that? Lavinia? She's gone. Oh, stupid birds, that's all it was. Yes, that's all it was.
Thank goodness. It was just an hour. I'm just jumpy. That's all. It is the devil's night, though. Mother did warn me. Why didn't I just put up with those girls? Why did I put myself through this creepy, lonely place? Wait. There it is again. That's not an owl. What are you doing? What is that? No! No, please don't! Please don't come near me! Save me! Mother!
Mom, are you for real?
What, honey?
This whole story is crazy.
Well, yes, I did warn you.
No, I am fine with scary, but this is, supposed to be real? Like history? How do you know this? How does it relate to us, to this house?
Well, I'll get there, I promise. That part will all make sense to you by the end. But I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a super weird story, and we're just beginning. I can save the next part for tomorrow. You need to get rest.
Mom, no. Please, I seriously won't interrupt. I'll try not to anyway.
Alright, let me make some more hot cocoa, you get your PJs on, and I'll continue.
Okay.
That screaming. We should go. Those poor children are all alone out there. They will be terrified.
But Miss Gooding, I can't get her to respond. She's...
William, you've let that woman bewitch you.
Of course I haven't.
Oh, a curse upon you both. I shall go and check on those children. You stay here with your afflicted. What are you doing?
Just sitting her down, so she can't hurt herself. You're right. We should check on the girls. Right. Let's go. I'm hurt that you make such accusations, Stephen.
William, come now. Even you have to admit that she is the spitting image of her. That's odd.
Yes. Yes, it is. They must have run away.
Where are their footprints? I'm shining the lantern rigged by the pump, but this ground looks untouched.
Well, there is rather a strong breeze tonight. Must have shifted the dirt.
It's as if they were never here. Oh, good. On All Hallows' Eve, now we are being visited by a black cat.
That's Miss Gooding's cat. Where did he come from? Mr. Edgar? Who's a good boy? He lives with her and her sister.
The Weird Sisters. Hubble, Bubble, Toil and Trouble, Fire Burning Cauldron Bubble.
Why would you say that?
Well, there seems to be something odd. There it is again.
It's coming from the woods. Come, brother.
Where did the cat go? He's vanished into thin air as well.
Yes, Cecil. I came over all faint for a moment, but I believe I'm recovered now. Oh, ever since the passing of our Jane, my heart has been weakened and I'm afraid it's taking its toll in other ways.
Do you suffer from nosebleeds often?
She has awful headaches, nosebleeds. She goes blind sometimes from the pain. I'm trying to treat it as best I can.
Cecil has been my personal angel.
I would be more than happy to pray with you, Sister Annabella.
And I as well.
Prayers may be what I need. I'm afraid we haven't had much time for prayers, or church-going since our last Reverend passed.
So we are right glad to have you folks in our community.
We can always feel where we are most needed.
We surely can.
Quite a gift.
Trust your sisters, show us grace. Trust your sisters,
My, what do they have those children up to now?
Show us grace. Trust your sisters, show us grace. Trust your sisters, show us grace.
Those are children? Jacob, they look...
It's just jack-o'-lanterns, Millicent. Jack-o'-lanterns and cloaks. Yes, we were right to come here. Dr. Holmes, what is your wife doing?
Annabella, dearest, put your cloak back on. Button your dress. Stop that.
Millicent? Jacob?
Stephen, I had no idea you'd returned home.
What are you doing? Are you up to your...
Children! Children, cease immediately. Remove those cloaks from about your faces and take away these carved monsters. You were supposed to only use those at the bonfire this evening.
Goodman Reece.
Edmond, Goodman.
Stand aside, ladies. What is that on the... Oh. Oh, no.
It's a child! It's another child! Another dead child!
Poor Amelia.
Torn apart! Just like our Jane!
Wasn't it her mother that was taken from this world earlier?
Annabella, please. Shush. Oh, it's all right. Yes. Poor Mrs. Collins. what a tragedy.
This is no tragedy. This is the devil's own work. This is witchcraft.